What's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you my first 3 cutting boards that I made. There's a lot of mistakes involved and a lot of learning. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to be using 3 different types of woods, going off with walnut, cherry, and maple. And for my first board, I just decided to cut them at different widths and just kind of put them together, see what I come up with. Once I had my pieces cut to random sizes, I just moved them around and see what design or what pattern I like best. Okay, so I found a pattern that I like. So I have cherry, maple, cherry, walnut, maple, walnut. I think this looks nice, so I'm just gonna glue them up and then move on to the next one. So by the way, the lengths of these boards right now don't matter because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna end up cutting them straight when they're all glued up together in one piece. So don't worry about that right now. By the way, I am using Titebond 3, which is waterproof and it is FDA approved for indirect food contact. So this is gonna work for the cutting boards because you'll get it wet and it'll touch food. So we're good. All right. Apparently I didn't record me gluing this up, but as you can see, it's clamped up and glued. So hopefully I'll catch the next one and you guys can see that glue up. All right, so for my next cutting board, I'm gonna try to make squares. So I'm gonna cut these pieces right here into 1-inch strips, glue them up, alternating, and then let that dry, and then cut them again at 1 inch going the other way, and then glue them back up so they make a square. At least that's the plan, so let's see. All right, so the first cutting board that I did, it's dried. I'm gonna take it off the clamps right now. Kind of show you guys what it looks like. Ta-da! Boom. Look how nice that's gonna look. I'm not sure if you can see it from there, but look at that. Beautiful. So this is the first one. The second one, I have my, I actually did 1.5 inches wide instead of 1 inch because I changed my mind a lot in here. And I'm just gonna alternate them. So that way, when I cut them or glue them up and then cut them going this way, these squares will line up, if that makes sense. Like that. Once again, I forgot to put the clamps underneath, but that's right. All right, now that my second cutting board is dry from the first glue up, I'm gonna go ahead and cut them into strips going this way, and then glue it back up, and then it should be done after that. So let me do that real quick. Yeah, there we go. So they're in strips now. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna go skipping one, just kind of like rotate it this way. It's kind of like a checkered pattern, I guess. But not, because there's 3 different colors and not 2. There you go, just like that. I just gotta glue it back up. And then this one will be done. Oh, I can take this off now. There you go. Very coming. Oh. Stop this. All right, so for my final cutting board, I want to make it like a 3D type of thing, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it, but basically I made a little piece here. This is just some diamonds cut at 30 degrees. And you just put them together like this, and it kind of makes it look 3D. Hopefully the camera picks it up. So now I'm just gonna cut all my pieces like this, make a whole bunch of them, glue them up, and then hopefully that looks like it's 3D or something. I've never done this, so I'm gonna wing it. I mean, I did see some YouTube videos, so that should help. I'll probably link them down below, so if you wanna get more details on how to make this, check those videos out. So I have all my triangle pieces cut out now. Oh, I think all of them. I still have a couple of pieces of wood left and strips. I don't know how many I needed, so I didn't want to cut all of it, you know. I also went to Walmart and got a whole bunch of rubber bands. This is what I'm gonna use to glue 3 pieces together like this. Once I have more of these glued up, then I'll just combine them and then just keep making it bigger and bigger. So let's go ahead and do that. Probably do a time lapse because it's gonna take a while. So while you watch this time lapse of me gluing all these little diamond pieces together, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also like and comment. It really helps out the channel, and share if you can. Thank you. All right, so far you see me cut these diamond pieces, which I then glued up into these hexagon pieces, which now I have glued up into something like this, or this, or this. The reason why they're like this is because I have them laid out where I'm just gonna put them together like a big puzzle piece, and it should give me enough to have a cutting board. Once all 3 of my cutting boards were dried from the glue up, I ran them all through the planer to make sure they're all flat on both sides and the same thickness. Up next, after I ran all my boards through the planer, was to take it over to my table saw using a crosscut sled to cut the edges off my cutting boards. Gotta get my chair. By the way, this is my chair that I sit on. Just the old box for my planer. All right, so I have my cutting boards done. This one is not gonna be a cutting board. The gaps right here are too big. Food's just gonna get in there and they're gonna grow bacteria or something. So I'm not gonna make this into a cutting board. I'm just gonna probably hang this on the wall. I'm just gonna put like a frame around it and stuff. So this was a fail for a cutting board, but these 2 are still nice. I sanded them down to 220. Now I gotta clean off the sawdust. And then I have mineral oil that I'm gonna put on here, and then beeswax afterwards to finish them off. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean these off with a wet rag first. All right, so it's been about a week since I applied the mineral oil. I have this beeswax, cutting board beeswax. I guess it doesn't really matter. Cutting board wax. I'm just gonna use this piece of paper or paper towel and rub it on here. And just follow the instructions on here, and then should be good.